If your PS5 deserves more than constant game deletions and storage warnings, the right SSD upgrade can completely change how your system feels. More space means fewer interruptions, faster installs, smoother loading, and less time managing your library. Instead of juggling which title to remove, you can just focus on playing. In this video, we're breaking down the best PS5 SSDs that actually run cool in 2026. We'll look at real-world speed, heat management, price per terabyte, and how easy they are to install. Whether you want a simple plug-and-play option, high capacity for a huge library, or something built for long gaming sessions, this guide will help you choose the right one. If you want the latest prices or more detailed comparisons, you'll find all the links in the description below. And if this video helps you out, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more straightforward buyer guides. Without further delay, let's get started with the list. Starting at number 5, Lexer NM790 Sync. If you're constantly deleting one game just to install another, the Lexer NM790 Heatsink is a really solid, budget-friendly fix. It delivers PS5-ready Gen 4 speeds up to 7400 MB/read, so menus feel quick and games load fast without that awkward waiting around. Once it's installed, everything just feels smoother and more responsive. What I like most here is the built-in heatsink. You don't have to buy anything extra or worry about fit. It keeps temperatures under control during long sessions, so you're not dealing with slowdowns after an hour of play. It's also easy to install, even if this is your first time opening up the PS5. This one is best for gamers who want strong performance without spending top-tier money. The downside? It usually comes in smaller capacity options compared to some higher-end picks, so heavy collectors might want more space. Overall, for the price, it's a dependable upgrade that just makes daily gaming easier. At number 4, WD Black SN85PP. If you're tired of constantly deciding which favorite game to delete next, the WD Black SN85P is a smart pick that gives you plenty of room and strong performance. This drive is officially licensed for PS5, which means you can drop it in and trust it will play nicely with everything the system throws at it. The built-in heatsink is shaped to fit the PS5's thermal layout, so it stays cool while you're jumping between open-world games and online matches. This is a great choice for someone who wants a big storage bump without a lot of fuss. With a roomy 2 terabytes, you can keep your story games, multiplayer favorites, and backlog all installed at once. The install is straightforward, and once it's in, load times feel snappy without constant library shuffling. One honest downside is that it usually costs more per gig than some budget options. So if you're watching every dollar, it's not the cheapest way to expand. Personally, I think the WD Black SN85PP hits the sweet spot between storage and smooth everyday play. At number 3, Seagate Game Drive. If you want extra room without opening up your PS5, the Seagate Game Drive is a real convenience. It's an external SSD you plug in with USB-C, and right away your console sees more space for games. No screwdrivers, no covers to remove. Just plug it in, follow the on-screen prompts, and you're good to go. That makes it perfect for anyone who doesn't feel comfortable tinkering inside a machine. This is a great pick for people who like to keep a big library on hand without the hassle of internal install. It slides into your setup easily and works with both digital and standard PS5 models. During long play sessions, the custom heatsink inside helps keep things from throttling too much, so performance stays steady whether you're in a marathon or hopping between titles. One downside is that running games off an external drive can feel slightly slower than internal installs in some edge cases, so hardcore speed chasers might notice. Overall, it's just a hassle-free way to add lots of storage and keep your favorite games ready anytime. At number 2, Seagate FireCuda 530 with heatsink. If you want a PS5 SSD that just keeps going without flinching, the Seagate FireCuda 530 with heatsink is a really strong choice. This drive isn't just fast out of the gate, it stays consistent over long sessions, which makes a difference if you play big open-world games, grind raids, or install every patch that drops. The built-in heatsink helps manage temps so performance doesn't dip when the action heats up. This one is best for players who treat their PS5 like a daily driver. You're not just looking for more room. You want something that handles heavy use without giving up. Whether you're capturing clips, juggling huge installs, or bouncing between games on the regular, the FireCuda keeps things smooth and predictable. One honest downside is that it's often priced higher than lots of other options, so it's a commitment if you're trying to stay budget-friendly. For me, it's one of those upgrades that just feels dependable every time you sit down to play. At number 1, Samsung 99-day Pro with heatsink if you want your PS5 to feel noticeably more responsive every time you hit the home screen or load a world. The Samsung 99-day Pro with heatsink is our top pick. This drive gives you big, reliable space for your favorite games, so you can stop juggling what stays and what goes. Once it's installed, load screens shrink and everything feels a bit sharper, which just makes day-to-day gaming feel more enjoyable. This is best for folks who want the overall best experience without worrying about compatibility or performance hiccups. The heatsink keeps things cool during long play sessions, so you aren't constantly staring at thermal warnings or unexpected slowdown. It also works well if you ever swap the SSD into a PC later, so it's kind of future-proof in that way. One honest downside is that it's usually one of the pricier internal options, so it's not the cheapest upgrade you can get. Personally, I think it's the most well-rounded SSD you can pair with a PS5 right now.